What's up, traders? Going 6 for 6 today with the clean green sweep. Let's get to it. All right, as always, you can go back and watch the live stream. I have every trade time stamped if you want to watch them live. Today, I'm just going to do a recap because we got 6 trades and we're kind of running out of time. I got to cook dinner for the kids and the wife. So we're going to just go in order here. AGFY was our first trade out of the gate. Nothing too special here. You can see the pre-market resistance that we were going off of. Got a nice move up through it, looking for 50% of that move. Put or take profit out after we got in, and hey, worked out pretty well. Good first trade of the day. ATOS, this one was a little bit tricky. Got a nice move up through that previous resistance. Not all-time highs. Yesterday's highs were all the way down here. Pretty good entry. It did try to come down a little bit from there, although it did extend up to this 330, and 330 was as high as it got. We couldn't quite get the move higher. We were going to look for an add up closer to 350, excuse me, but we didn't quite get it. It came down. Did not want to seem to go any lower. Just took it off, and that was a small win. BTPT, we ended up with 2 trades on this one. The moves looked a little bit better in the moment because we didn't have the bigger move later in the day. But as you can see, yesterday's highs right here, that's what that line is. And then we got in on the extension away from that. Came back down, gave us the fill right there at that high day from yesterday. Made a nut. You can see it kind of grindy, and then we finally got another pop up through that whole dollar of 12. Got short, looking for the retest of 12. It gave it to us, and we were right. It popped back up, tried to go higher. Ultimately tried to pull back again, but eventually went higher. So that was our 2 little pieces of BTBT. NEW was a penny stock. Looking for this to reject at $1. Nice little move here through, it wasn't really necessarily previous resistance, but you can see it did try to hold his resistance there. Came down and then made a big move up. So this is where the original jiggle was. You can see it did try to come down, eventually went higher. Got to add up there over $1. I think it was $1.05. Yep, $1.05. And came back down and just kind of scaled out. Ended up being a pretty decent win for a penny stock. And Tiger was our last one, TIGR. Now, could have got a little bit more out of this one, but just was front running 18 here. Wasn't exactly, if you go watch this one live, you'll see that it wasn't exactly that FOMO pop that we look for. It was kind of slow, a little bit slower than we typically like when, you know, hitting the button, but pretty clear jiggle up top there. Just the move itself was a little bit slower, so it was just being a little bit more careful with it. Just front ran 18, and as you can see, we were right in the moment. It did bounce back up, but then ultimately ended up failing. I say the same thing over and over, guys. The intense move into the pullback, that's the edge. That's the high probability trade that I'm looking for. What it does after that, if it goes back to high day and runs, I don't care. If it tries to go back to high day and fails and goes to low day, I don't care. There's going to be times where I do try to get some leftovers further back down when I think the move is possible, like NEW. A lot of these penny stocks, they end up giving it all back, which you can see it did. So I will attempt to hold more if possible, and if I think the move is still there to be had. So that's all I got for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. If you do have any questions or comments, leave those down below. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully everybody was green today, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace.